Have you ever contemplated the enigma of excessive kindness? An interesting dynamic brought to light by the soothing tune of Stoicism, a philosophy often left unvoiced. It is a curious puzzle, this notion that an abundance of benevolence could potentially trigger a bitter backlash. Stoicism whispers the answer, reminding us that it's not about the flaw in kindness itself, but rather the imbalance it can cause in the grand symphony of life. Too much kindness could send us spiraling into a cycle of self-neglect or breed dependency. Thus, Stoics advocate for balance, to extend kindness without silencing our self-needs or birthing disharmony. Yes, achieving this equilibrium in the opera of empathy can sometimes resonate with unforeseen dissonance. Stay tuned to explore this melodious yet mysterious narrative from a Stoic's viewpoint in our upcoming video. This is a teaser of Stoicism's wisdom on managing the intriguing paradox of excessive kindness. First on the list is the creation of excessively high expectations. This issue begins when your persistent efforts to exceed the ordinary limits become noticeable. As you continue to impress others by going above and beyond, your actions start to define new standards for them. Gradually, this becomes their new norm, their baseline for expectations from you. But what they fail to understand is this: these standards, defined by your relentless endeavors, are far from ordinary. They are not the norm, they are rather the extraordinary. The problem arises when these inflated expectations become standard and you, due to a variety of reasons, are not able to live up to them. This can lead to disappointment when you're unable to meet these unrealistic standards. Secondly, an abundance of kindness can lead to dependency. This notion might seem paradoxical at first. After all, kindness is often celebrated as a virtue in society. We're taught to be kind, generous, and considerate to others. But when kindness crosses a certain threshold, it can have unintended consequences. People might start to depend excessively on your kindness, your helping hand, your generosity. They might expect you to be their constant safety net. Eventually, this dependency could become a hindrance, impairing their ability to stand on their own 2 feet, to fend for themselves. Hence, maintaining a balance is crucial. Thirdly, in the pursuit of being overly kind, you might start neglecting your own goals and responsibilities. You might get engulfed in this whirl of kindness, where you're always putting others' needs before your own. You start prioritizing their wants, their wishes, their dreams, and their aspirations over your own. You may end up forgetting that you have your own life to live, your own dreams to chase, your own goals to achieve. This self-neglect might make you feel good in the short run, but in the long run, it can lead to resentment, exhaustion, and even depression. The concept of kindness, when taken to extremes, can often blur the line between selflessness and self-care. It is essential to remember that there needs to be a balance, a middle ground where you can be kind to others without compromising your own needs and dreams. The balance between selflessness and self-care can be easily tipped over. Fourthly, being excessively kind can lead to you being perceived as weak. This is not to say that kindness is weakness. On the contrary, it is a strength, a virtue that humanity cannot afford to lose. However, it is the excessive, unchecked kindness that can sometimes lead to problems. People can sometimes misunderstand kindness and interpret it as meekness or even gullibility. They may assume that a kind person is easy to manipulate or take advantage of. This perception can lead to individuals with ulterior motives exploiting you for their own gain. Kindness should never be a tool for exploitation, but sadly it can often become just that, if not balanced with wisdom and strength, thus effectively turning you into an easy target for exploitation. The fifth drawback is the potential to attract those who are in it just for the take, not the give. It's an unfortunate reality that in our quest to be kind-hearted, we may unknowingly become magnets for those who exploit our generosity. These individuals, driven by pure self-interest, can sniff out kindness from a mile away, drawn to it like bees to nectar. They show up with their hands stretched out, ready to take whatever they can get, without the slightest intention of giving anything back. Their actions are defined by their greed, and they view acts of kindness as opportunities to advance their selfish interests. They skillfully play the victim card, expertly manipulating your empathy, turning your good intentions into a one-sided transaction. Their presence is especially disheartening because it undermines the fundamental principle of kindness, that it is about giving and receiving, a shared experience that strengthens the bonds of humanity. Unfortunately, these individuals might be drawn to your kindness, with no intention of reciprocating. The seventh consequence is raising suspicion about your intentions. It's an unsettling reality, but in the complexities of human interaction, an abundance of goodwill isn't always viewed positively. It can be a double-edged sword, especially when kindness is given excessively, unconditionally, and without clear reason. It may lead people to question, to doubt the sincerity behind the generosity. They may be left wondering, contemplating, overthinking. Are you trying to gain an advantage, or is there a hidden agenda at play? This uncertainty, this constant questioning, could be quite damaging. Sadly, in many instances, excessive kindness can sometimes be misinterpreted as manipulative or dishonest. And finally, you may end up overwhelming yourself, depleting your energy, and getting burned out. It's quite easy to find yourself lost in the whirlwind of tasks, responsibilities, and deadlines. Each day, the mounting pressure continues to build up, and before you know it, you're caught up in an unending cycle of stress. You push and push, trying to get everything done, but the more you try, the more tired you become. The constant hustle and bustle can make you feel like a hamster in a wheel, endlessly running but getting nowhere. Then comes the exhaustion. You find yourself constantly drained, struggling to keep your eyes open, your motivation dwindling. The harsh reality is that burnout is not a sign of success or commitment, but rather a cry from your body and mind for balance and rest. This is when you must remember, it's okay to take a step back, to breathe, to recharge. After all, even the mightiest of warriors need to rest their swords. And finally, you may end up overwhelming yourself, depleting your energy, and getting burned out. So what measures can we adopt to prevent these negative consequences? It's a question that confounds many. The answer is neither simple nor straightforward. It requires patience, understanding, and a proactive stance. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. Key preventive strategies include education, awareness, fostering a supportive environment, and above all, taking action. Maintaining an open dialogue about these potential issues also plays a critical role. But what truly matters is the intent to tackle them head-on. So again, how can we prevent these negative consequences? Firstly, pay attention to your feelings. It's essential, crucial even, to be fully aware of your emotional landscape. Feelings play a pivotal role in our behavior, decision-making process, and overall well-being. Take a moment each day to observe them. When you feel overwhelmed, stressed out, or anxious, step back, breathe, and examine your emotions. Try to understand what's stirring within you. Recognize when you're being overly generous, when you're neglecting your own needs to cater to others. It's crucial to find a balance, to give without depleting yourself. So when you see signs of overextending yourself, take note, adjust accordingly. Secondly, in the course of life, you might find yourself in a position where you're overwhelmed. There is an immense pressure surrounding us always, be it work, relationships, or even our personal ambitions. Situations might arise where the weight of expectations seems too heavy to bear. It is during these times that the power of a simple word, no, is most potent. You might feel the urge to always say yes, to always be there for others, to constantly meet expectations. However, in doing so, we often forget ourselves. We forget that it's okay, it's essential to prioritize our own needs and well-being. It's important to remember that you can't pour from an empty cup. You must take care of yourself first in order to take care of others. Saying no is not a display of weakness but of strength. Strength in acknowledging your own limits. So don't be afraid to say no when you're overwhelmed. It's okay to prioritize your own needs and well-being. Thirdly, make sure to reserve dedicated time and space for yourself. This is a non-negotiable part of maintaining a work-life balance. To protect this time, you must be ruthless and ward off even the slightest chance of interruptions. It's not uncommon for others to push for your attention during this time. However, it's imperative you ensure this time remains undisturbed. Do not be apologetic about it. Declare it as your personal time, be it for relaxation, meditation, a hobby, or just a peaceful nap. It not only helps you rejuvenate but also boosts your productivity. Remember, your me time is sacrosanct. It's your sanctuary, a haven of tranquility, where you can be at ease without any obligations. Incidentally, the dedicated time you carve out for yourself is also a testament to the respect you have for yourself. Protect it fiercely and don't let anyone encroach upon your me time. To summarize, while kindness is a virtue, it can have unintended consequences. Misplaced or excessive kindness can create high expectations that are hard to meet. It can lead to unhealthy dependencies and the neglect of personal aspirations. Excessive altruism may project perceived weakness, attracting opportunists. Unchecked, it may evolve into an addiction, a compulsion to help, even when not required. It can cast doubt on the sincerity of intentions. Lastly, the altruist can end up being overwhelmed, drained by their own good deeds. To safeguard your personal well-being, it's crucial that you pay careful attention to your inner feelings. Our emotions are the barometers of our soul, and they can often provide us a compass in the stormy sea of life. Don't be caught in the trap of societal expectations and pressures. Remain steadfast in your convictions, and don't be afraid to utter a simple word, no. It's a powerful tool that can create boundaries and protect you from unnecessary stress. Take time to reserve precious moments purely for yourself. Invest in self-care routines and activities that replenish your energy and nurture your soul. Finally, learn to identify and distance yourself from energy drainers, those individuals and circumstances that drain your vitality and enthusiasm. This is essential in mastering the art of self-protection. Remember, finding a balance is crucial. It's a challenging endeavor that requires the delicate juggling of various aspects of life. It's about understanding the complex dynamics of human relationships, the subtle dance of give and take. This balance isn't just about equilibrium, it's about awareness, the comprehension that every individual's needs are unique, valid, and deserving of respect. Therefore, it's essential to consider the needs, wants, wishes, and desires of those around you. But at the same time, it's of paramount importance not to forget your own needs. You should understand that sometimes refusing a request or declining an offer is not an indication of fragility or a sign of weakness. It doesn't imply that you lack empathy or understanding. Instead, it is a testament to your strength, a demonstration of your ability to exercise self-control, and an exhibition of your wisdom. Saying no when necessary is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of self-control and wisdom. If you found this video helpful, inspiring, or educational, we sincerely thank you for your time and attention. We work hard to create content that is both insightful and thought-provoking, hoping to illuminate the profound depths of Stoicism. We are passionate about sharing wisdom from this ancient philosophy that has guided countless individuals on their journey to a calm and purposeful life. By hitting the like button, you help us spread the message of Stoicism to a wider audience. When you subscribe, you become part of our community, joining fellow seekers in the pursuit of wisdom and inner peace. Subscribing also ensures that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos, keeping you up to date with fresh insights. We appreciate your support immensely. It helps us continue our mission of spreading knowledge and wisdom. With each view, like, and subscribe, we are reminded of our purpose and commitment to deliver quality content. We hope that our work contributes, even if in a small way, to your journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe for more content on Stoicism and related topics.